This is a video and imagery of a helicopter flight I took over the volcanic activity south of Hilo on the Big Island of Hawaii. The map shows Hilo and Pahoa and the route of our flight. Here's our trusty bird, just like the one Magnum PI used. It's our pilot, Reese, from New Zealand. Here we are coming to Pahoa. You can see the lava flow still active. Another view of the same thing. That's Pahoa lying just beyond. You can see where the flow is coming up to the housing on the left. This is called Pahoho, which is flowing. Here's more Pahoho. We're kind of cranked over in the helicopter in a fairly steep turn. Here's another view. The lighter stuff means that it's more recent flow, and you can see the hot spot there in the middle. And here's another view of that hot spot just blown up. And you can see that gray color indicates fairly recent flow. The cracks here below in the darker stuff means that there's been some cooling and some continued pressure from below. This will give you a feel for riding in the helicopter, I think. Bouncing around is only partially because of winds aloft. Mostly it's because I'm kind of green and handling this particular video cam, so bear with me. This is what it's like. You see there's no doors on this helicopter. It was exciting and thrilling. One other comment I might make, I had a pilot's license many years ago. I can tell you that a steep turn at low speed, low altitude is a lot more thrilling in a helicopter, though a lot safer than it is in a fixed wing aircraft. These are just some croplands. Here we are. We're coming again to that place I showed in stills before, where we can see the lava getting close to the community of Pahoa. We're making a steep turn to the left here. Give the people in the back seat, there was an older couple in the back seat who seemed to really be enjoying the flight, so the pilot wanted to give them a little extra time to shoot some pictures. This is the source of the volcanic flow, called something like Pau'u Volcano. It's a little ways west of the famous volcano named Kilauea, which is in the Volcano's National Park, a little farther up the road to the west. I don't know whether this is steam or sulfur. We didn't fly into it to take a whiff, because if it was sulfur and we took a whiff of it, that might have been the end of the flight in more ways than one. Here again, the pilot the pilot told us that we were flying 500 feet above the ground, but sometimes I think we were a little lower than that. Here I am trying to maneuver two cameras to get a picture of that activity from this volcano, the source again of the volcano that's lava flow that's threatening the community of Pahoa. I should say that Pahoa, the volcanic flow has slowed down. That hot spot I showed you was not the only hot spot on this flight. The flow is starting to spread sideways rather than continue to move forward. Here's a road leading toward Volcano's National Park from Hilo. This is Route 19. This is an earlier lava flow that is dried out, cooled off, and filled in with water. We're headed back now towards Hilo. You can see Hilo directly ahead here. These are some crops in the experimental farm at the University of Hawaii at Hilo. This is the coast looking north from our flight path from Hilo, looking north from Hilo. And here we are in the approach pattern to the Hilo International Airport. There's a cruise ship parked in the dock down there, and you can see the airport runway in the background. Another view of the harbor at Hilo. That's pretty much the end of the flight. Back on the ground, there's an old saying among pilots: if you can get it on the ground, walk away from it, it's a damn good landing. Thanks to Paradise Helicopters and our excellent pilot, Reese.